Hello, welcome to simplyscuba.com. In this session we'll be looking at the Marez Dragon Airtrim BCD. Let's take a closer look. So if we start having a look down the right hand shoulder, obviously you can see got this shoulder dump on the top. It's obviously operated via the toggle, just running through the system, easy to operate just by pulling and it will deflate. You can actually see that the harness itself is separate to the buoyancy. This just gives it a bit more comfort, allows it to move around yourself and to move when the actual BC has been inflated or deflated. Just gives you that extra bit of comfort. You obviously got a nice big chunky pre-bent D-ring, just for hanging any torches, reels, anything else you need off of there. You've got a big quick release shoulder strap, which can obviously be adjusted. Let's take a closer look at the pockets. So have a look at the sides. You've got a big, easy to operate pocket on the side here. Get plenty of things in there, buoys, anything else you need in there, mesh bags. Easy to close again. Got the Marez weight system on this jacket, which is standard across most of Marez's range now. Very easy to operate. Just a quick hard jab on the red toggle and the pouch is released. That just then slides out. Pouch itself is rigid on the back, which helps just keeps its shape when it's in the jacket. There's a zip which holds the weights in. And if you've got more than one weight in here, there's actually a dividing Velcro piece. That just helps keep the individual blocks or pouches in place when they're in use. That just slides back in and just clips into place. Coming around the front, got another metal D-ring on there. They've actually fixed a whistle on there, so great if you need to get anyone's attention. Come around the front, on the bottom you've got another pre-bent metal D-ring. Around the front, behind you've got a Velcro waistband, and in front of that you've got a large quick release strap. Around to the left hand side, as the other side, we've got a pre-bent metal D-ring. They've also put on there a hose holder for your gauge, which uses a wire gate, so nice and easy to get off. As you see, you've got the Marez integrated weight on this side as well. Now on this jacket you've got the Marez Airtrim system. This is a powered system, so rather than the regular inflator you would see on most BCDs, it's actually mounted on the side, so the hose would come round here and there's a routing loop through here. The large black button on the top, that's for inflate, and the big grey button on the bottom, that's actually a power deflate. When we go around to the back of BCD, you'll actually see the new Airtrim system that they use to deflate the BCD. So coming up the side, as you can see, as I said, you've got the loop there, and on the side you've got another large zipped pocket. Okay, looking at the back of the BCD, you can actually see that again the buoyancy is separate from the actual harness and back plate itself. That just allows them to give a bit extra buoyancy, just bring it away from the jacket and get this extra volume in here. At the top you can see you've got two different types of vents. The one here is a standard vent, which is just by pulling on a cord, but this one is the Airtrim system. Now this is a powered system, so obviously it needs to operate with the air engaged. When you push the deflation button on the Airtrim system on the front of the BCD, it actually deflates out of whichever vent is going to give you the best orientation. So if you're face down at the time, it will vent out at the bottom of the BCD. If you're up, it will obviously vent out the top. Coming down the jacket, you've got a nice grab handle, just helps carry around the jacket if it needs be. A large back plate which goes right way around, gives you plenty of support in there. They've actually got little ridges on little rubberised ridges that just help grip the cylinder, stop it coming up and down. The cam strap is a standard cam, nice and easy to operate. In its open position, plenty of slack to get it over your cylinder. In its closed position, it'll grip it nice and tightly, and that end is just secured by a piece of Velcro.